बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम।
शुरू अल्लाह के नाम से जो रहमान और रहीम है।
इक़रा बिस्मि रब्बिकल्लज़ी खलक़।
पढ़ो ए नबी अपने रब के नाम के साथ जिसने पैदा किया।
खलक़ल इंसान मिन अलक़।
जमे हुए खून के एक लोथड़े से इंसान की तख्लीक की।
इक़रा व रब्बुकल अकरम।
पढ़ो और तुम्हारा रब बड़ा करीम है।
अल्लज़ी अल्लम बिल क़लम।
जिसने कलम के जरिए से इल्म सिखाया।
अल्लमल इंसान मा लम यअलम।
इंसान को वो इल्म दिया जिसे वो न जानता था।
Assalamu alaikum. We start with the name of Allah who is most beneficent and merciful. Welcome to all of you in academic session of 2020-2021. This is class 7 and period is English language teaching, and I am here to teach you ELT. First of all, I would like to introduce you with your subject. We have divided our subject into 3 parts. The first part is our grammar part, and we will study it from Middle School English Grammar and Composition written by Ryan Martin. According to your content, we will study in this semester chapters of unit number 2 noun case, some chapters of unit number 3 pronoun, chapters of unit number 4 adjective, and some chapter of unit number 27 composition. You know that we studied this book to improve our grammatical mistakes or to improve our grammar skills. Fine. Now come to the other portion. This is our channel portion, and we will study it from elementary channel written by H.K. Mitchell and J. Scott. According to your content, in this semester we will study lessons of unit number 1 and all lessons of unit number 2. And in this portion, we try to improve our communication skills through conversation, presentation, oral practice, interview-based type question. And the third portion is our tenses portion. And according to our content, we will study in this semester simple present, simple past, and simple future tense with their negative and interrogative, and along with passive voice. Now come to your copy. This is your copy, and you will fill cover and first page of your copy with your basic information. Now come to your index page. This is your index page. First of all, you will write head of first semester midterm and then week number 1. And whatever you will do according to your content in your copy, you will mention topics, date wise, and page number of your copy. Now come to the first page of your copy. This is your first page, and you will make title of first semester midterm has been started. Now come to the other page. This is our grammar portion, and you will make the title of grammar, and you will write the definition of grammar here. Now come to the other page. Now on this page you will make title of week number 1. You will make the title of week number 1 and mention here unit number 2, chapter number 2, nominative case. You will divide your copy into 3 portions. The first portion is grammar portion. The other portion we will do work of channel, and third portion we will do work of tenses. Now come to your diary. This is your daily diary. You will fill cover and first page of diary with your basic information, and then you will fill this page with your timetable, which is already provided you in your content. Now come to the first page of your diary. You will make title of first semester midterm, title of first semester midterm, and then you will start to write your homework, whatever teacher will provide you, along with date and day, and also you will mention quotable quote first. Now come to our today's lecture. We are going to start with grammar. What is grammar? Formation of any language depends on some rules and study of that rules called grammar. कोई भी ज़बान जब तश्कील पा रही होती है, जब बन रही होती है, तो उसको बनाने के कुछ रूल्स होते हैं और उन रूल्स की स्टडी हम ग्रामर में करते हैं. नाउ यू कैन आस्क हियर अ क्वेश्चन, व्हाई वी हैव नीड टू नो लैंग्वेज और व्हाई वी लर्न लैंग्वेज. Basically, language is a tool or channel through we can communicate or we can share our ideas and our thoughts with each other. That's why it is very important for us to know grammar, and that's why it is very important for us to learn grammar. The basic unit of our language is noun, and we will study or we will discuss noun in our today's lecture. If I say what is noun, simply I can say that all naming words are called noun, while case shows position. It means that I can say that in noun case we will study the position of noun in sentence. एक सेंटेंस में नाउन किस किस जगह पर क्या काम कर रहा है वो हम स्टडी करते हैं नाउन केस में. Here I used a term sentence. What is sentence? Sentence is a group of words which makes complete sense. Sentence अल्फाजों का वो मजमुआ है जो मिलकर एक मुकम्मल सेंस देता है. अगर अल्फाज आपस में मिल जाएं और वो मुकम्मल सेंस ना दे रहे हों तो वो भी हमारा सेंटेंस नहीं होता. नाउ ग्रुप ऑफ वर्ड्स क्या हैं? और ग्रुप ऑफ वर्ड्स आपके नाउन भी हो सकते हैं, प्रोनाउन भी हो सकते हैं, वर्ब, एडजेक्टिव, आर्टिकल, कोई भी पार्ट्स ऑफ स्पीच हमारे ग्रुप ऑफ वर्ड में शामिल हो सकते हैं. नाउ to understand the sentence, first of all I'll tell you component of sentence. There are three main components of sentence. Number one, subject. The other component is verb, and the third component is object. What is subject? Doer of an action or performer of an action is called subject. कोई भी काम करने वाला subject कहलाता है. While यहाँ पर कोई ना कोई काम परफॉर्म हो रहा है, that's why I can say that all action words are called verb. Now what is object? We have two types of object. Number one, direct object, and number two, indirect object. You must remember that direct object must be non-living while indirect object must be living thing. Okay, fine. What is direct object and what is indirect object? Recipient of verb is called direct object. जो डायरेक्ट लिंक रखते हैं वर्ब से वो हमारे डायरेक्ट ऑब्जेक्ट कहलाते हैं. While recipient of डायरेक्ट ऑब्जेक्ट इज कॉल्ड इनडायरेक्ट ऑब्जेक्ट. जो लिंक डायरेक्ट ऑब्जेक्ट से रखते हैं उन्हें हम इनडायरेक्ट ऑब्जेक्ट कहते हैं. इन सब को हम एक एग्जाम्पल से समझते हैं. लेट्स सी द एग्जाम्पल. अली गिव्स द बुक टू Sara. Here Ali is performer of an action, that's why Ali is our subject. Gives shows an action, or we can say that gives is action word, that's why it is our verb. Now to understand direct and indirect object, I'll tell you in detail. Here the book is object and to Sara. Sara is another object. अब how I can find out direct object and indirect object? So simple. जो ऑब्जेक्ट डायरेक्ट वर्ब से लिंक करे, इट्स मीन रिसिपेंट ऑफ वर्ब, वो ऑब्जेक्ट आपका डायरेक्ट ऑब्जेक्ट कहलाता है. यहां पर हमारे पास बुक इज अवर डायरेक्ट ऑब्जेक्ट, while Sara is our indirect object. How? If I say Ali gives to Sara, I can understand properly the meaning of sentence. That's why the book is need to know complete sense of sentence. अली सारा को क्या देता है वो मुझे उस वक्त तक समझ में नहीं आएगा जब तक मेरे पास डायरेक्ट ऑब्जेक्ट मौजूद नहीं होगा. अली गिव्स द बुक टू सारा. अब मैं कह सकती हूँ कि अली ने सारा को बुक दी, और आई कैन से अली गिव्स द ग्लास टू सारा. अली ने अगर सारा को ग्लास दिया तो यहाँ पर लिंक द बुक या ग्लास डायरेक्टली गिफ्ट से कर रहा है. दैट्स वाई इट इज माई डायरेक्ट ऑब्जेक्ट. एंड इफ आई से अली गिव्स द बुक, अली ने बुक तो दे दी बट किसको दी? सारा को दी. इट्स मीन दैट ये सारा लिंक कर रहा है डायरेक्ट ऑब्जेक्ट से. अगेन, doer of an action is called subject, all action words are called verb, recipient of verb is called direct object, while recipient of direct object is called indirect object. Now let's see another example. She is playing cricket with the children. Here, doer of an action is she. That's why she is my subject. What action here is performing? Playing. That's why it is our verb. Now see direct and indirect object. She is playing cricket. Cricket directly links with verb. ये डायरेक्ट लिंक कर रहा है वर्ब से. दैट्स वाई इट इज माई डायरेक्ट ऑब्जेक्ट. वाइल द चिल्ड्रन, ये लिंक कर रहा है डायरेक्ट ऑब्जेक्ट से. दैट्स वाई इट इज माई इनडायरेक्ट ऑब्जेक्ट. Once again, I'll explain you. Doer of an action is called subject. All action words are verb. Recipient of verb is called direct object, while recipient of direct object is indirect object. Now, आप ये अच्छी तरह से समझ लें, then we can easily understand our today's topic, which is nominative and objective case. Nominative case. In other words, we also can, it's subjective or naming case. What is nominative, naming or subjective case? If our noun works as a subject, it is called nominative case. अगर हमारा noun subject के तौर पे काम कर रहा है तो हम उसे nominative case कहते हैं. If we see this example, we have three nouns, Ali, book and Sara. But Ali works as a subject. That's why in this sentence Ali is my nominative case. And if we see the other example, she is using as pronoun, cricket is noun and children is also noun. But she is performing as a subject. That's why she is our nominative case. We can easily find out nominative case by putting who or what before the verb. Let's see the example. Who gives the book to Sara? And I can easily find my answer, Ali. Another example, who is playing cricket with the children? And I can easily find my nominative case, she. If I take another example, the pot was broken. In this sentence, I want to find my nominative case. Simply, I'll put what before the verb. What was broken? And I can easily find my nominative case, the pot. Now come to the objective case. It is also called accusative case. If our noun work as an object, we will say it is objective case. Now let's see the example. Ali gives the book to Sarah. We have two types of object, direct object and indirect object. So we can say that if our noun work as a direct object, we can say that it is objective or accusative case. By putting what, we can easily find our accusative or objective case. How? I am telling you. Example is Ali gives the book to Sarah. Now I want to find out direct object. That's why simply I'll put what. What does Ali give to Sarah? And I pick the objective case, the book. Similarly, if we see the other example and we want to find out our direct object or objective or accusative case, we will put what. How? What? She is playing with children, and I can easily find my objective case, cricket. So by putting what, I can find direct, object or objective case. There is another case which is dative case. If I want to find out indirect object, I'll put home and I can easily find my dative case. How? I'll explain you. Whom does Ali give the book? My answer is Sarah. That's why I can easily find my dative case by putting whom. Another example, with whom she is playing cricket, and I can easily find my dative case, the children. That's why we can say that by putting whom or by putting what, we can find our direct object